From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Thursday, March 19th. Here are today's top stories.
Brought to you by JB's Smokehouse, located inside Bush's Fresh Food Market of Canton. JB's offers a range of authentic barbecue favorites, and with more than 30 Michigan craft beers on tap, trivia, and live music every Friday night, JB's is sure to become your new favorite barbecue spot.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kristen Seamus. A Wayne County man in his 50s was the first person to die Wednesday of COVID-19, the disease caused by novel coronavirus. The man had underlying health conditions and died Wednesday morning at a Beaumont hospital in Wayne County. There were at least 116 known cases of COVID-19 in Michigan by Wednesday afternoon. Health officials say many more cases and deaths are likely as the outbreak continues to spread. So far, the cases span at least 15 counties in the state, with people ranging in age from children to those older than 80. COVID-19 can cause mild to severe symptoms that include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Because there's a shortage of tests for the virus, state health officials urge younger, healthy people who have mild symptoms to stay home and isolate themselves. Testing is being reserved for people who are severely ill and for those who are at high risk for complications from the virus, such as older people and those with chronic pre-existing health conditions. To learn more, go to freep.com.
This is Todd Spangler, Washington correspondent for the Detroit Free Press. The U.S. and Canada on Wednesday moved to shut down non-essential traffic between the two countries. It's intended to slow the spread of coronavirus. But it could have a big impact in Detroit, which sees millions of vehicles cross the border there each year. More vehicles and freight cross the border in Michigan than anywhere else along the northern border. President Trump and Prime Minister Trudeau have said it doesn't apply to freight, however. It also doesn't apply to workers, thousands of whom cross the border at Detroit and Port Huron each day. It's still a question, though, when the closure on non-essential traffic will begin and how it will be enforced. President Trump says it could last 30 days, or even longer, if necessary.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. After days of pressure from the United Auto Workers Union, Detroit's 3 automakers made big news. They okayed widespread closures of their factories in North America. Assembly line workers in recent days complained repeatedly about being put at risk. This after the car companies all agreed to let most of their white-collar employees work from home. Workers say they're unsure of the details.
It just happened. They just announced it through corporate, so we have no timetable.
The process of closing factories started almost immediately in some places. Others will shut down within days, but most expect to be closed until around the end of the month. Then things will be reevaluated. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer said the move was the right call while also acknowledging the impact on workers' finances and on the economy. Still, she said, worker health and the health of the community come first.
I'm Free Press opinion writer Nancy Caffer, and I can't believe how much has changed in the weeks since Michigan's first coronavirus case. Schools are closed, at least through April. Nursing homes and hospitals are restricting visitors. Movie theaters, spas, dine-in restaurants, all have closed. The first coronavirus death was reported today in Michigan. People in the Bay Area of California are sheltering in place, only leaving home for essentials like groceries and prescriptions. Will that happen here? Parents are struggling with distance learning, trying to keep things normal for our kids, squeezing our own work in around the edges. I wonder if there's enough food in my fridge. There is. Then I feel guilty for worrying when I have enough and so many others have so much less. It's only been 1 week. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? We're on the brink of a recession, facing mass unemployment. There's this whole thing with the stock market, which I can't even think about right now. It seems unreal, and a week ago it was. We all want to approach this crisis with grace and humor. For the most part, I think we're doing all right. But it's okay to wonder how we got here and where it will end, even if there are no answers.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, and another look at what the Lions are doing to improve their roster. And well, the stigma associated with head coach Matt Patricia and general manager Bob Quinn is that they can only bring in former New England Patriots. Wednesday's moves did nothing to change people's minds. First, the Lions signed defensive tackle Danny Shelton to a 2-year, $8 million deal. The 26-year-old had 3 sacks as the man in the middle of New England's defensive line last season. Then on Wednesday, the Lions traded for Patriots safety Damon Harmon, who has spent all 7 of his previous seasons in New England. Both Shelton and Harmon helped the Patriots win Super Bowls recently, so they bring that championship culture. But this is far from the first time the Lions have gone to the New England well. We'll see if it translates well enough in the fall.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer. See you tomorrow.